What's up, guys? Sitdown Steve here from Streetfighterz, and today we're going to go over my Harley bagger build. So we're going to get into a little details of all the parts I put on it, everything that it took to build it, and all the companies that helped me out to get this thing going. So first of all, it's a 2002 Harley Davidson Road Glide. It's got the 88-inch motor. The motor's stock clutch, stock motor. So a lot of people ask, if I have a different motor on it, or how much power it makes. It's just stock. You don't need a big motor to wheelie these things, but I would say it helps, but you can get away without it. So first things first, we'll start with the front end. It's a 23-inch front wheel. It's an Ultima Manhattan, and I went with the 23 to I don't know, I like the bigger wheels, it stands out a little more. And that's a Shinko 777 front tire. Apparently those are the stickiest, so when we're doing burnouts, we like to run that tire. Next is the Arlen S Pro Short fender, because when you run the 23-inch wheel, the stock front fender won't fit anymore. So I had to switch fenders, and I like the short one instead of the big wrap one. After that, I got the Lindell rotors. See these things? Not only do they look way more pleasing than stock rotors, they work way better also. And I got the Lindell brake pads to match them. So you can check those guys out. Front end, I got longer fork tubes, 2-inch longer fork tubes, and then you get the Legend suspension drop-ins. So there's a full front suspension, and the +2s really help because it makes the bike, basically be up and a wheelie already. So these things are really hard to wheelie because of how heavy they are. So if you're already almost in that position, along with the front wheel, having a bigger front wheel helps also. So sitting like that makes a huge difference. So got the Legend suspension, also for when it comes down, doesn't hurt your wrist. Suspension feels great. I did the newer style Harley Brembo brakes, the CVO, I believe. They're off the new CVO. Use those, and the reason I did that is because I went with a Brembo radial mount. What is this? 18 by 20 master cylinder. It's not so much that I wanted it to work better. I wanted more adjustability, and this allows for a ton of adjustability. Change the headlights out. These are just some LED ones off Amazon. Nothing special here, but they look 10 times better and they're super bright. Up here we got the Clockworks 8-inch, I believe it's the black, I'm pretty sure it's the black windscreen. Obviously you can tell that makes a huge difference than the big 14-inch tall clear one. So Clockworks, they took care of me there. I powder coated, as you can see, I powder coated all the fork, I don't even know what you call those, but those are powder coated black. These powder coated black, powder coated the crash bars black, all the foot pegs, all this black, the engine, the primary cover black. I went with the Elite Moto Easy Pull Clutch Lever, which is an absolute must. Next, I got what are these? Biltwell mid-bend bars, and then I have 6.5-inch just straight risers, and those are just some drag specialties, nothing special there. I went with the Renthal 7/8 grips, and we just kind of took some air and squeezed those on to fit. So those feel good. Up here we got the Rockford Fosgate full stereo system, Bluetooth, bag speakers, and Plex Audio. That's where I got those from. You can order all Plex Audio, all Rockford stuff through Plex Audio, and it's a great company to work with. And if you have a Dyna, you can get a Plex Audio whole front fairing, 2-speaker amp Bluetooth stereo for your dyno also through Plex Audio. went with the bulletproof chain drive kit. Got a 49-inch tooth rear sprocket on here. Converted to chain drive over belt. Belt will still pull this up, but eventually your belt's gonna break and the chain's more long lasting. Got the step up seat from Saddlemen. Obviously it looks 10 times better than stock, but also it's functional. This holds us in when we're doing wheelies instead of just a low backrest seat, which we really need because when you're doing wheelies on these, you're falling out half the time. Next we got the Bassani Road Rage, maybe 2 or 3 stainless exhaust system right here. So that thing sounds nice and pretty. So obviously anybody that has one of these baggers knows that most bags come down here past this bag rail bar. So we have to cut and modify these bags so that when we're doing wheelies, we don't flip over. You want to cut the bags to where they're inside this bag rail. And then when you build a straight plate, you want to make this come out just in front of these so that you hit this first. So that's super huge right here. Next, you also got to cut the rear fender. So we got the Legends rear suspension also, and this is the 14-inch ARC piggybacks. And so a lot of people ask about these and what it is. This is the reservoir for the shock. What's this stuff called inside of it?
Just oil.
So these are the reservoirs for the shock system, right? And on the early model bikes like that I have, they normally mount back here. And so we had to adjust it and modify it, and we decided to put them up here. And I personally like the way it looks, and people always ask about the suspension, so it gets me talking about it, so that's pretty cool. Rear wheel, 18-inch rear wheel, same Ultima Manhattan. That's what I'm running right now. And rear tire is a Metzler 777, Metzler 888. When I first got the bike, I had a Metzler 880, and apparently they just continue those tires, and I actually preferred it because it was a little harder, and this little 88 was able to spin it. This 888 was a little stickier, so I'm not super in love with it yet, but it's still wheelie and comes up super easy. The bike's got 27,000 miles on it.
Oil pan.
Oh yeah, good call. It's hard to see, that's why I always forget it. But you know, obviously you can't really see it underneath here, but I did just do a build video on this that we're gonna release soon. I got the Harley hookup oil pan mod on here, and basically what you want to do is the stock oil pickup is only 3-4 inches long, and this one's probably 8 inches longer than that, so it's close to 10-12 inches total. So when you're in a wheelie, all the oil's in the back of the pan, and the other one, the oil pickup was just in the front, so it sucked these things dry super quick. I did a couple wheelies down in Daytona, and 15 seconds in there you can hear the motor just ticking because it was starving for oil. Come down, oil pressure was at 0. So Harley hookup mods these stock pans. For Dynas, they have a full billet aluminum pan that you can put in, just plug and play. These they have to mod, but it works great. Oil pressure stays at 30 something, 40 pounds while I'm doing a wheelie straight up and down. So that's an absolute must if you're gonna ride this, because you will blow these bikes up without that. And like I said, we just did a build video on that, and we should be dropping that in the next week or so. Just want to do one more little walk around the bike, and here it is. If anybody has more questions about this, this explains a lot, but feel free to hit me up on any of the social medias, and I will do my best to try to respond and answer any questions for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this little build video, and hopefully you guys enjoy all the videos that I've been putting out riding this bike. It's an absolute blast to ride.
And that's it, guys. Subscribe, like, follow, comment.